All right, guys, we are back. Gonna get the other match here set up as quick as we can, waiting to hear back from the captains, and then we should be able to get rolling. But that was a great series we just saw. Age looked very impressive. Kind of like I was saying, I didn't know what to expect from them because they got 3-0 the first time around, but they looked very, very strong here. Yeah, Age looked very, very strong. The Going from down 0-1 to winning three straight maps, even though the third one was a little bit scuffed, we were having issues getting in the match itself to cast it and having Cole lag out a little bit. But overall, it seemed like they were in really, really good control pretty much the entire map. It was back and forth towards the end of the first half and then the start of the second. But overall, a very good showing. Their Search and Destroy was absolutely dominant. Part of that could be kind of chalked up to Primal maybe not practicing search with that squad as they did have two subs play. I know in the respawns it probably doesn't matter as much, but overall, very impressive stuff from Ajoge and Primal. You definitely know that they will come back stronger. They have some very good players in that team, and we will definitely see them, I think, play sometime either tomorrow or Thursday. So we'll see them again soon. But we are moving on to Inception versus Furious Steel. If anyone has been following the Twitter today, it has been hot. It has been back and forth. I don't know the entire story, so I won't even start to try to explain it. But either way, tonight should be a lot of fun as we have two solid teams going at it. Inception, I believe, is 1-0, along with Furious Steel. So they are both sitting at the top of, well, I guess they've all played X3 and beat them 3-0. So we have a four-way tie for first at 1-0 and a 3-0 map count. So this is a pretty big map here in terms of who's going to have the upper hand for seeding. All teams do make the playoffs. There's only 15 teams, but the top team does get a first round bye. So this is going to be a pretty big game for as far as seeding goes. You definitely don't want to face one of the top teams your first winners matchup. Let me update the map count really quick. All right. Got the map count all taken care of. Aspect, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. It looks like we are starting to switch over from the side or the fans from the first two to the fans of the second two. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great match. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to try to get in contact with the captains for these other teams. Thank you, Kai. Appreciate that, brother. Give me 1 second, and you guys can watch my awesome background screen here. All right, we are getting closer and closer to the start of what should be a fun matchup. I'm looking forward to this one for sure. Let's get some early predictions here. Red Hand, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Vinmacy, appreciate the follow as well. We're almost to 1,300 followers. Love to see it. Let me check and see what's going on with Zig here. I think I got him on the friends list somewhere. There it is. All right. Let me double check and see who the captain is of Inception. Okay. Oh, Darren. That's right. Okay. All right, guys. We are getting closer to this match. I'm getting with the captains or trying to see... there we go. There's the invite. Perfect. We are in. We are going to see the same first map we saw last series. I am excited. Looks like we are going to have... okay, make sure we got the teams right. Don't want that issue again. This is going to be fun, though, guys. I hope the chat stays civil. Let's see here. Auxiliary, thanks for the follow. Hey, it's Love, thanks for the follow as well. Appreciate that. You know, these are two teams that have a lot of pride. There was some type of correlation. I'm not going to get into what the overlap is or the history, but this is going to be a fun match. Let's keep the chat as civil as possible. You know, I've kind of applauded you guys a lot since the start of the season because the chats have been so positive, so fun to read and keep up with. Let's keep the vibes good. Solar's got it right. Keep good vibes only. Absolutely, brother. Love that. So let's keep that going. No matter what, this is a fun match, and I can't wait to see it. Chris, thank you for thank you for that. That's good. These are two very, very solid teams, though. Looking at, okay, so I already went over the standings. 1-0 for each squad, 3-0 map count. We did see Inception play just recently. It was either yesterday or the day before, and they looked very, very strong. We saw players like Darian absolutely pop off. Nebula was, if I remember correctly, doing a lot of the objective type work, so he's definitely their OBJ-focused player. The rest of the squad was really just kind of playing around Darian and helping out him as he was doing a lot of things. If I remember correctly, he did a lot of work with the AR and subs. So very impressive stuff as he showed his versatility. And obviously for the side of Furious Steel, these are some players that I'm a little more familiar with Zig, as he's been in our league for a couple of seasons now. He's definitely been around us for a little bit. The rest of the squad, the last time I saw them play, they looked very, very good. Elixir, KP, Prince, and Jaren, definitely solid players. These five look like they gelled pretty well together the first time I saw them play. But this is a different matchup for sure. A different team they're playing, and it's going to be a lot more competitive than the first time around. So excited to see how they look, and it's going to be fun. Oh yeah, gunplay as well. Forgot about him for sure, but he looked great. Waiting for, I think, Prince to switch teams here, but we should be underway very, very shortly. Chris, Shoes has not been banned from the Discord yet, but if he says that Qdoba is the best fast food place one more time, we're going to have issues. We're going to have big time problems. Everyone that's in here supporting these teams and players, appreciate you very much. We had a lot of people watching the first series against Age versus Primal. That was a great series. If you were not here watching it, Age did get the 3-1 win. I know, Chris, you're telling me Shoes is built a little bit different and not in a good way. That's for sure. Solar. Oh, Solar. Love the gas, man. That's good. But we are waiting for one player here to switch over. Actually, it looks like he did. We should be underway momentarily. Yeah, Chris, I'm kind of with you. I don't mind Qdoba because I just love that kind of food, but if I'm going with a place like that, it's definitely Chipotle for me. Definitely Chipotle. Yeah, I'm hoping that they just haven't started yet, and I haven't lagged out somehow, so we'll find out shortly. Here we go. I'm excited for this. I can't wait to see who comes out on top. I'm hoping they started or stopped the countdown. There we go. Okay. Chipotle is Bay. That is 1,000% accurate. Chipotle is Bay. You are not wrong. I've never had Wingstop, Chris, but I definitely want to. I see commercials for it, but I don't have one around me because Kansas sucks. So I've heard it's good. It seems like they have some really good flavors. But here we go. We're going to get off the food because if I start, I will not stop. So we're going to get into this match here. Countdown is ticking down to what should be an enticing matchup. Who are we going to hop on with first? Who is it? Zig? Who else will we hop on with first? As they are spawning on the good side, looking for Inception to get the early time here and just make sure that Furious Steel holds the spawn. Zig's in a great spot. He's going to find one. He's going to be able to find not two. But the kills are in favor of Furious Steel overall, as they do get the 2 of the first 3 kills. Mercy's going to spawn with 2 of his own. Elixir, the big killer on Mercy. We got shots going everywhere as Furious Steel's doing it. Oh, Elixir. Okay, all right, we got a little body shooting already. This is going to be, I feel like we're going to see a lot of body shots this matchup. That's something, for the record, I do not support. And that's going to be all blue in the kill feed as Furious Steel is doing exactly what you want. If you can get time on P1 while also holding spawns, that is huge. They have to be careful, though, as the far side of the map was actually wide open, as blue all over the kill feed. Inception trying to get their footing a little bit here in the start of this match, as they are actually hosting as well. But not going to be shocking once they turn it around, as they have some great players on this squad. But the sub-pressure of Furious Steel is making things a little bit difficult for Inception early on. But if you're talking about the best way to start this map, this is it for Furious Steel. Getting the majority, basically 40 seconds worth of time on P1, forcing Inception to continue to spawn back while also holding that back spawn. This is picture perfect from them so far on map number 1. As Darian, I think, did peek Jaren there. Didn't know it was him at first. But we finally see some run the kill feed. Darian's trying to work his way to help out his team. Darian's going to find 1. He's going to be able to find 2. He's going to be able to find 3rd. He runs to the bullets. Good play. All the players are starting to spawn back here. Darren's doing a great job of slowly but surely picking these players off. As I think Inception has broken their way to the hill, just like that. And they've actually worked into the hill, but the grenades are going to kind of keep them out for the time being. Inception, great push, but they're going to get cut down. But now, unfortunately for Inception, they flip spawns, and now they're going to be stuck towards the back of this map. As Furious Steel has somehow, whether it's on purpose or an accident, actually has flipped spawns. So smart play by them, looking to see what team is going to be fighting for these back spawns to get set up for the latter half of this map. Hills 3, 4, and 5. Don't really expect to see a lot of time out of P3 here. It's very contest heavy with grenades, with stuns, with a lot of angles to get shot from. It's really hard to play your life in there. But it's looking like Furious is getting the early time. Inception is going to finally work their way in. Supreme goes ahead and centers there and takes out KP. Good shots by him. Prince is going to take out Supreme in the hill. Going uncontested at the moment. And it looks like Inception's starting to fight back a little bit here after a very, very slow start. Gunplays and not be able to finish off that player in the hill. Not really sure how that happened. is going to get challenged by Prince, who's going to get the gunfight win, and once again, Blue all over the kill feed. And just like that, Furious Steel did get, I would say, the more time on P3 and our setup for P4. The only good thing for Inception so far is they are spawning on the good side for P5, which is the next big money hill you will see. Zigify winning a lot of gunfights in the hill right now. Jaren starting out 10-4. He's playing great. Elixir 11-8. You're seeing it basically from top to bottom, very, very even slaying for the side of Furious Steel as that lead continues to grow. Inception, so Supreme 5-13, struggling. Nebula 5-11, struggling. Gunplay 9-12. Darian had his moment to start, but he's really kind of slowed down and is struggling as well. So Inception, he's just picking up slang-wise as they're starting to gain some points here finally. The important thing is they have held spawns for P5, so they're doing a good job here of not allowing Furious Steel to work their way around those spawns. Looks like the last 10 seconds are just going to go away for free here. No one's going to get any time on it. But just like that, the side of Furious Steel has actually won all the important gunfights, and they should have the spawns. There's one player left for Inception. Big gunfight win for Gunplay there as he does take out Prince. And I'm not even sure where people are. Okay, so it looks like Inception does have spawns. Darian doing a great job with this M4, holding down this far lane. All red in the kill feed. Inception finally starting to get things rolling. I feel like I said that a couple times and it just hasn't really worked out, but now we're starting red in the kill feed. Inception starting to rack up points as they're cutting into that Furious Steel lead. And Ziggs doesn't come right to the front door. Nebula was not ready for it. Zigify's going to get a 3-piece. KP's in their final 2 more. That's going to be a clean wipe. Apparently no one was watching the front door for Inception there. Ziggs going to break in all on his own. And this lead's going to continue to grow. The scrap time, you would think, is going to go in favor of Furious Steel here. Inception does not want to give up those back spawns for P2, as you got to be thinking 1 or 2 hills ahead. The only chance they're going to have is if they find a way to contest P1, maybe get a little bit of time and not give up the rotations. But Furious Steel is doing exactly what you want to do. They are wrapping straight through. KP wins or loses a big gunfight. Mercy finds 2 big kills, but I think even with that, Furious Steel does still have spawns for P2. Maybe not. I think Inception actually is still spawning back here. Jaren does not know he's right above somebody. And I think he's just like, okay, so Inception is going to have spawns for the time being. Darren does want a gunfight. He's going to get taken out momentarily from the top window. He's going to play his life for... Nope. He's going to get taken out by Mercy. And Inception does hang on with the spawns. And while all this is going on, Furious is still getting time in the hill. Even though we were focused on the back spawns for P2, Furious is still winning a lot of gunfights and getting all this time on P1. They have over a 100-point lead. It's going to continue to grow. The scrap time will go the way of Furious Steel. They're going to be closing in on 100. Well, actually, they're going to give up the last couple seconds there. Not sure if I like that. They could have been at about 200 points, but they're going to give it up. And Inception they are starting to scurry a little bit. They have to hold this hill. If they don't get the majority of time here, this game is going to be over very, very quickly. Darian doing what he can with the M4. Inception is still getting the time here. Darren's on a 3 spree as he is trying to hold things down, but it's not going to matter as Furious Steel has made their way through. Darren on a 4 spree. Mercy finds 1. Hill is being contested right now. Mercy's doing everything he can. Him and Darian trying to put in the work. And finally, things may have slowed down for just a second as Inception's trying to get the last of this time. The last 20 seconds should go the way of Inception as maybe one player for Furious is starting to work their way towards the hill. Maybe trying to get some cheeky scrap time, which isn't a bad plan when you're up this much. As Prince flies in, Nebula snaps onto him. And now it's time for Inception to really start to try to get something going. They need to string together pretty much 2 hills. You shouldn't worry too much about this hill, but if the worst case scenario, you can keep Furious out of the hill, that is going to be a huge win for them. But right now, all the gunfights are going the way of Furious. They are racking up the time here. They're rapidly approaching the 200-point mark. There it is. The positive for Inception is Furious cannot win the game here. That's a very weak positive, but it's definitely one to be somewhat excited about, I guess. But Inception has to start to win gunfights. We've seen so many waves of blue in the kill feed. It seems like it's never ending. Gunplay gets a big kill on Jaren as he's trying to work his way towards the hill. He's going to get taken out from up top. He's just snapped on everything. He's just shooting. This guy just loves to shoot. I love to see it. And this P4 is going to be huge. Jaren gets a big kill on Nebula as he was getting set up in P4. And this could be the dagger here as it's blue all over the kill feed. Furious is set up in the hill. Zig is popping off. He is 30 and 16 on an 8 straight. Mercy is in a fight. He's been the one player on the side of Inception to really break kills and to get those important 2 and 3 pieces. Inception actually has broken in. Mercy still doing his thing. Great stuff by him. Single-handedly trying to keep his team in this game. And a great play by Gunplay as he takes out Zig, who was going for the pinch there. And a good setup for Inception, finally. They've struggled. Jaren needs to be... Oh, he was in a good spot there to make a play, but a good read by Inception. They shut that down. And actually, it looks like Furious is going to be more focused on trying to get set up for P5. All right, I like this play by them. They have a big lead. They can afford to give up all this time, still have, what is that going to be, like a 70-point lead. Just try to get set up for what is a muddy hill. Very hard to break, and make Inception win some key gunfights. Mercy's going to be able to find 1. Can he find 2? He's going to find 2. Mercy is on a 6 spree. He's trying to make things happen for his squad. He's going to be able to break in. He's going to find a 3rd. Mercy doing it again. He's going to find a 4th. He's going to get shut down. Jaren, big kill on Mercy. Darren's going to get shut down. This is looking like it might be the Furious Steel game. Mercy dying there was pretty much the dagger in Inception's dreams. This is looking like a Furious Steel win on map number 1. There it is. GG, the Furious Steel takes a 1-0 lead in the series. Just an incredible map number 1 there. Oops. Didn't want to do that. Incredible map number 1 as we saw Furious Steel look very dominant. I think that was their map choice. Let's see here. Sorry guys, trying to update the map count here. There we go. Should be good to go now. But yeah, I mean, just the overall slaying from top to bottom for the side of Furious Steel. I mean, Zigify really leading the way. He set the tone from very early on. We saw in that first hill, it seemed like Furious Steel was coming out with vengeance. They played really well. 34 and 20 for Zig, Elixir 28 and 26, Jaren 27 19, KP 29 and 23, and Prince 22 and 22. Just the sub pressure from start to finish was too much. Mercy was really doing everything he could to kind of fend off those players for Furious Steel. 30 and 26, he played great. Mercy played great. Nebula did get a lot of that hill time, but as we saw, he is basically the OBJ player. He's not winning those very key gunfights. He rotates early, tries to hold down spawns, and if he can win, a couple gunfights in a row, that's awesome. But we saw kind of a slower map from Gunplay, a slower map from Darian. A couple people we saw the first time around struggle a little bit. So not a terrible map from Inception, but we just saw Furious Steel play really well. And Solar, to answer your question, yes, we do follow the pro GAs, so I think can respawn it as 1 smoke and Search and Destroy it as 2. And for the 80 viewers in here, thank you very much for hanging out and supporting the squads. Looks like we have pretty even fanship from both sides. Fanship, fandom, I don't really know what to call it. Velo and Adder TV, thanks for the follows. Appreciate that very much. So we had a great map number 1. And for you guys in the chat, keeping it civil, I very much so appreciate that. I know there was talk of this being a little bit more rambunctious than usual, but I definitely appreciate you guys keeping it civil. And there's a dev error. That's fun. Okay. At least it happened now, not later on. I will take it now. But let's try to get back in here. Hopefully they didn't start yet. Zig, if you were in the chat, I need another invite, por favor. There we go. My man. SC League, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. As we have surpassed 1,300 followers. Wow. That actually kind of blows me away. That's incredible. For everyone that has shown us support over the last, 15 months, something like that, I definitely appreciate that. I know there's a lot of options for amateur leagues out there, but from what I've seen, our Twitch numbers are somehow better, and that's all because of you guys. So thank you very much for everything you guys do. Vesper, thank you for the follow. We would definitely not be where we are at and, looking to grow in whatever else without all your guys' support. So appreciate that very much. And Kaylee Elliott, however you pronounce that. No, we are an organized amateur Call of Duty league. We stream and cast the org-based leagues matches. So a lot of fun here. Started about 15, 16 months ago, something like that. What is it? Is it May? So 15 months ago. Yep. So we are going to be growing into other games. We just started into Smite as well. Unfortunately, with that game, you cannot not cast it through a console, so that's a problem. Solar, you might be a pro. For all we know, you are a pro. Going off of what we saw the other night where you were absolutely frying, you might be a pro. You could be. That is my goal, to make everybody happy. That is my goal in life. As long as you guys are happy, that's all that matters. Just keep everyone happy. But here we go to map number 2. Looks like we are going to a Gunrunner Search and Destroy. Don't really know what to expect here. The last series, we saw Ajoj go down 1-0 after Primal played a really good hard point on map number 1, and then Ajoj absolutely blew him out of the water in the Search and Destroy on this map. So don't know what to expect out of the side of Inception here, but they definitely need a rebound after a tough map number 1. Are there Instagram teams? If there's Instagram teams, I'm curious to learn about those. I haven't heard of that, but for the most part, these are Twitter-based orgs and they're players. So all great people. I know Specty's in here. I know Kim's in here. A couple owners that I've talked to quite a bit. Very, very good people. Run very great organizations. They have great players. Great pride too, which is something you love to see. And a lot of good supporters too. That's the important thing for us. We love streaming and casting and stuff, but whenever orgs have good fans and supporters coming in here, that's a huge plus for sure. So we've seen great stuff thus far. I'll have to check out these Instagram leads or teams. I have not heard of them. So Solar. I can only imagine that the Instagram teams are not the highest of tiers, but I have no clue. I can't say anything for sure. I've never seen them, so I'll have to do my homework then. Maybe I need to start advertising on a separate platform now. Maybe XP needs an Instagram page. Who knows? I know Kaibu had suggested that, but I didn't think there was any type of way to reach people on Instagram. So you learn something new every day. You are HP. I will not say that because yeah, I appreciate the follow. Team Vale. I have not heard of them unfortunately. If it's an Instagram team, there's a very good chance I have not heard of them. Unfortunately, I may have to do my homework tonight. 46K followers. That's awesome. I mean, good for them. I unfortunately have not heard from them, so or heard of them. I'll have to check them out though. M Corday U or Yo, appreciate the follow. Thank you very much. Everyone that's in the chat, once again, appreciate you guys supporting these squads, supporting the league, and all that. In case anyone is curious, I like to explain this every time we have a stream. MSC will be playing the next XP League. Love to see it. That's what I love to see right there. Sign up starts in less than a week, so make sure to keep an eye out on our Twitter because that's when sign up will be starting. But for those, looks like we are gonna. Oh my God, dev error. But while we were dealing with this dev error really quick, gonna kind of let you guys know how we get our prize pool and all that because I think the big question that I always get before the season starts is, what's your prize pool? What's your prize pool? That is something I can't answer before the season starts. Two major factors go into it. One is the buy-ins for the teams. All of that goes towards the prize pool, obviously. So that kind of depends on how many teams sign up. But then also what goes into it, which makes us a little bit different from the other amateur leagues, is all of our Twitch revenue, whether it be donations, subs, Twitch Prime, stuff like that. All of that goes towards the prize pool as well. So that was a big part of the league when we first started as XCal and being an Xbox only league. And then as we transferred into the league we are now with cross-platform, we've kept that going and hoping that kind of keeps giving big prizes or big prize pools to the players. So if you guys have Twitch Primes hanging around and haven't used them yet, definitely don't hesitate to throw them our way. I promise they will go to a good cause. For this season, I'm gonna guess somewhere like 600, 700, something like that. I know the first 2 years of XCal, the first year we didn't have a prize as we were just getting rolling, but the culmination of season 1 and 2, we actually got up to $1,000 prize pool just off of Twitch revenue. We had no buy-in back then; it was a free league, and got it up to about 1,000. So that's obviously the streams have been doing great recently, so the more that happens, the better chance we have of having a bigger prize pool for you guys. And also at the same time, I'm trying to find sponsors and people who want to work with us to help with the prize pool and stuff like that. So if you guys know of anybody, definitely let me know and I will bang their line and try to see if they want to be a part of this, because it's definitely our goal to be the best amateur league out there. And it's small steps to get there, but that's definitely my goal. And yeah, hopefully everyone's on the ride with us. Oh, Solar. Hero moves, man. Hero moves. But yeah, I like to kind of take a little bit of time each stream to kind of describe how we do things. Briua, thanks for the follow. I think there's a lot of people that are confused how we do things, but if anyone ever has any questions, definitely don't hesitate to reach out. I'm very open about how we run things and anything like that. Sorrow, I actually watched like part of their first scrim and then like one map of the second one against, I think it was Paris, or was it Paris or was it London? I can't remember. Either way, watch a little bit of it. They didn't look great, but that's kind of to be expected. So yeah, the update's brutal, dude. Strap it in because you're gonna be there for a while. Ooh, 4-1 London, huh? Not great, but that's okay. First master. Thanks for the follow. Looks like we are waiting for one other player here. I think they did switch hosts to make sure that it's going to work out better for everyone. So hopefully going to be good to go. And Kim, look, as I describe how we do our funding and prize pools and stuff like that, Kim is going to come in strong with the 5 gifted subs. You are awesome. Thank you very much for supporting not only your squad, but the league as a whole. Pride Parade Gaming, thank you for the follow. Kim is just awesome. She's following up what she did a couple days ago. Her and Nova Vert, we're going back and forth with the gifted subs. So thank you very much for supporting us. We are very happy to have you guys. Yeah, definitely appreciate it. You were awesome. I don't even know what, oh, the College COD League? Well, yeah, I mean, it's the College COD League. They are an official collegiate sport in theory. But no, I mean, I know College COD League has done great things because I think when they first started, they actually didn't really get great numbers on Twitch. It took them until I think this year to really start to take off. But I saw their playoffs, I think, and saw they're pulling great numbers, and it was great to see. So, but yeah, definitely good to see what CCL is doing. Always love seeing those type of things or leagues. Good opportunities for players to show what they got as gaming is becoming more mainstream. So it's a beautiful thing as we are finally going to get into map number 3 here. Gunrunner, Search and Destroy. Let's get into it. Predictions. Chat, come on, predictions quickly before it starts. JB USA or US Army, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. And for all you guys, when you do go to college or if you're in college and play in CCL, do not forget about us. I will not be happy if you forget about XP. But trust me, I will support everybody no matter what. Don't you worry. Here we go. An important map number 2 for Inception as they are looking to try to tie this up. We got a Big Ten person up here and going to Purdue. Can't say I root for Purdue because I'm a Wisconsin boy, but that's all right. Big Ten nonetheless, as Jaren's going to be pulling the sniper early on, trying to find these Inception players that are trying to keep Furious Steel off of this bomb site. Elixir's going to get first blood on Supreme. As this site's being flooded by players. This is, I think we're finally going to see a bomb planted after the first series today. We didn't see a single bomb get planted on this map. Prince is going to find one as well. 5-3 life advantage in favor of Furious Steel. This is going to be a tough retake for Inceptions. I think KP does hear a player next to him. Actually, you might hear two. As Mercy's going to find Zig. Prince is going to trade out Mercy. Elixir's going to find Gunplay. One player left. KP does, I would assume, hear him next to him. As Darren's going to find one. He's going to escape for now, but with 10 seconds left, it's not going to matter. This is going to be round number 1 to Furious Steel. Good plays overall. An impressive offense around to take an early lead. Yeah, so Supreme Sandwiches for sure. I know when it first started, I tried to pay a little bit of attention to it, but didn't really know how well it was going to stick. But it's done a great job production quality wise, and they've taken off. So I'm happy to see it for sure. Hey, Solar, let's take it easy. Let's go, Bucky, baby. But anyways, back to the match here. Inception looking to try to get this tied up at 1 round apiece. Not only in this map, but the series as a whole. As Darian's going to find first blood in Elixir. Big kill. Mercy's in green, trying to find any type of player he can. Another kill for Nebula at 4v3. As Inception does have the man advantage. Darian, another huge kill. He takes out Zig. 2-player advantage, 2 life advantage. As the bomb's going to go down, Darian finds his 3rd of the round. He is absolutely frying from the middle connector area. Nebula is going to somehow take out the player top crates. 1-1. Great shots from Nebula as he absolutely beams the player top crates. I wasn't able to see who it was for the side of Furious Steel, but great round. As Inception returns serve and keeps this close. There's so much org pride in here. I can definitely get behind that. Looking for a defense round that comes out successful here, as it looks like we do have an A push on the side of Furious Steel. Not something you see very often on this map. Zegify and Darren go ahead and trade out kills. Gunplay's going to find KP, as this defense round is looking very solid early on for Inception. Elixir's going to take out Darren. That's a big kill, as he's been a catalyst for his squad so far. Can I switch players, please? Game? Modern Warfare? Hello? There we go. And Nebula, here we go, is on a big flank. He's going to find one. Gunplay finds one as well. It's going to be a 3v2 now after Jaren gets a kill at Nebula. Big kill. He's just trying to play his life for the time being, trying to keep these players off the bomb. Jaren is going to be able to escape barely. He's playing his life. Stun comes out. Gunplay's going to take it out. 1v1. Supreme's going to find Jaren. That's going to be a 2-1 lead for Inception as a bomb gets defused. Great trading by Inception there, as Jaren did somehow find a way to escape. Really good play by him individually. That stun, I'm not sure if it was from his teammate or from Jaren, but great plays there. NFG, if you want to join, we are an org-based league, so you have to be or represent an org. And we do have a second league that is free to enter and does not require you to be part of an org. But if you want more info, definitely join our Discord or hit us up on Twitter or something like that, and we can get you more info. And that grenade over the top is going to ding up Elixir as he stays alive for the time being. Looking for, he's going to get first blood. Darian's going to get first blood. Mercy's going to respond with one of his own. Gunplay's going to find one. And this is looking like 3 straight rounds for Inception as they are absolutely beaming Furious Steel as Prince is the last one alive. Bombs to be going down. And this is looking very, very good for Inception as they are starting to play aggressive with some confidence. Prince trying to find anything he can, but a really good setup so far for Inception. Prince is going to find nothing. I really like how Inception's playing this. They are not showing anything from that middle area, the mid connector. That's pretty much the only way this player can find anything, as I think they did finally get some information on where he was by hearing where footsteps are coming from. Mercy's going to get the finishing kill or finishing bullet. That's going to be 3 rounds in a row for Inception. All right, this is a big round here for Furious Steel. Don't want to go down 4-1. Sounds good. Thank you, NFG. Definitely let us know if you have more questions. DM us on Twitter. We're very quick about responding, so any questions you have, definitely let us know. But back to the match. Furious Steel looking for a round win and trying to stop the bleeding. The Inception's ARs have been just crucial here as they've been picking off these players. Nebula once again, and Prince gets terrible timing as he starts sprinting right as Mercy pops out from the crate. That's going to be a 4-2, 3-2 now. Life advantage. Zigify on the flank. All the players for Inception do turn around. It is Jaren who's trying to find that opening. As Ziggs is trying to play his life in back here. It is still doable, but Zig's got to be careful. Grenade's going to come out, and if they do, Zig wins a gunfight. Jaren wins one as well. It starts to turn into a 2v1. The bomb should be going down here shortly, you would assume. Last player alive is Supreme. You might get really good timing here as he's going to be coming from the backside. Oh, but shots come out. He blows the shots, does not get the gunfight win. Everyone's still alive. I think they actually might be rotating towards A. I don't really know what they're doing yet. I think they're back on B finally. There we go. Bomb's going to go down. Supreme's going to have to find the right timing to take out one of these players, make it a 1v1, and go from there. He's going to take the high route. He does hear one, I believe. Supreme trying to figure out where these players for Furious Steel are. Oh, this is, yep. Supreme got information. He unfortunately decided to go the wrong direction. Went for the second player instead. Could not find him. That's going to be a round for Furious Steel. Evil Genius 120. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Another important round here. These middle rounds in a close game are just so key. Inception with a round win here would be in the driver's seat. Elixir is going for the aggressive play. The smoke is popped. He somehow wins a gunfight on Mercy as they both ran right by each other in the smoke. Supreme actually did get the first blood though. Darren's gonna trade out Elixir. This is a 4v3 in favor. Well, just like that, Furious Steel's getting all the kills. Now it is a 3v1. Where Supreme is the last one alive. KP with a double kill turned this round on its head. Somehow, okay, there it is. Furious Steel does get the last kill. And it's going to be 3-3 as we go into the later part of this map. Got the 83 viewers in here. Thank you guys for supporting and keeping us company. Keeping the chat active. Love to see that. As we have a great search and destroy going on here. Solar, you do not want to see me in the sticks. My thumbs don't work anymore. I'm too old. Unless I'm playing Warzone, it can just beam people. But this is another aggressive offensive play by Furious Steel as Prince is going to find first blood. Darren's going to be pushing through bathroom. He does get the information he needs. Mercy's going to trade him out. Mercy's going to find 2 huge kills. Bomb is down, however. KP may get something back here momentarily. There it is. And Mercy finds 3 in the round so far. It is a 4v1. Zig in a world of hurt. He's going to fly out. He's going to take it by Darren. That is a round 4 Inception to stop the bleeding for as Furious Steel was starting to make a big comeback. Inception up 4-3. The ICN after every run win. You love to see it. Here we go. 4-3 lead for Inception. They are on offense. They're going to be pushing this A site. Last time, I think Furious Steel tried this. They got wiped off the map by Inception. Let's see what they can do on offense this time around. I guess Zigify's going to find first blood. Nebula's going to respond with 1 on Zigify. They have to be careful as Elixir isn't a... Oh! Gunplay gets put in a blender by Prince. This is looking like a round for Furious Steel, barring something crazy by Darian. Come on, switch players. Game, do it. Switch. Huh. Okay. Looking very good here as the bomb planter is... I'm sorry, the person who had the bomb gets taken out. That is a easy round for Furious Steel. As back and forth we go. 4-4. This is going down to the wire. Nebula gets taken out. Yeah, Gunplay kind of got put in a tough situation there. That's on a legend. That's absolutely true. 1000%. Pinkies for thumbs. Very correct. But 4-4. At most, 3 rounds left. As this map, which is very important to the series, Jaren's going to pull up the sniper. Darren's going to get first blood in Elixir. Jaren's looking for this player top crates. He's going to go ahead and stop scoping in at the last second when he may have actually been able to get a peek. 4-4 is 1 player down for each squad. If he gets done, top crates. He's going to play his life for now. Jaren takes out Mercy with the sniper. It's a huge kill as Mercy's been a catalyst for his team so far in this map. It looks like Bomb is actually stuck mid-map. It's going to get taken by KP. He's trying to work his way towards the bomb. It's going to be going down here momentarily. There's actually 1 player mid-map who may be able to find some kills. Jerry's going to find 1. He did not see the player planted the bomb. That's a huge mistake on his part. KP's going to find 1. Get responded to by Supreme. 2v2. Bomb is down. Zig's going to find Darian. Can I switch players, please? Oh my god, game. Thank you. Say goodbye. Trying to find this last player for Inception. It's going to be an easy trade here. You would think Supreme is trying to find Jaren, who Jaren somehow escapes with his life. Supreme has got to be a little bit confused as to where he is. They were just going back and forth for a little bit there. Zigify trying to find him. Zigify's going to stay alive for now. Supreme in the world of hurt. That's going to be round number 5 for Furious Steel. And after a really hot start for Inception, they are starting to struggle here as it seems like Furious Steel has figured out the best way to counter them on offense and how to stymie them on defense. Important round here as this could be map number 2. Furious Steel just needs 1 more stop. Inception needs 2 more rounds here to take map number 2. As Elixir flies up mid-map, gets first blood. Jaren finds 1 with the sniper. This is looking like a Furious Steel win. Bar something absolutely crazy by Inception. Mercy needs a couple kills mid-map. Gunplay trying to play his life. A couple important players down on the side of Inception. As Prince flies towards Supreme. He's going to find 1. Mercy does respond with 1 of his own. Gunplay, big kill. As he's just trying to slide, play his life. 3v2. This is definitely doable now. Gunplay a little bit worried. He thinks there's still somebody back here. Plays it slow. Oh, Gunplay almost gets a kill. Elixir catches Mercy out. That is a really unfortunate death. Gunplay now caught. He's trying to find a gun that's got some ammunition in it. Oh, he's gonna get sniped here. Stays alive for now. He pops a dead silence, trying to make a play or of some kind. He could not find one. Furious Steel wins the map 6-4, goes up 2-0 in the series. And if there's anybody in here from the first match, Age-Old versus Primal, your VOD is up on YouTube at the moment. So if you want to try to find that, we should have it up in our Discord as well. There's a channel for it, so you can find where those are located. Otherwise, it might be in our description here on Twitch as well. But GG's as map number 2 goes the way of Furious Steel. Impressive showing after a rough start that came charging back to take a 2-0 lead. We are going to a domination. Update this map count really quick. Let's look at the stats before they leave us. A really impressive showing by Jaren. He made some impressive plays for his squad, 11-4. We saw Prince kind of make some important plays. He seemed to die quite a bit, but you saw him really kind of pop in and stymie some of these pushes by Inception. Zig didn't have the impact we saw him have in the respawn. He seems to be maybe a little bit more of a respawn player than a search and destroy player, but either way, his team clutched up for him. Darian played great with that M4, getting a lot of big kills mid-map. He played fantastic. Mercy doing the exact same thing. A couple other players, Nebula struggled a little bit. Gunplay had a couple opportunities to get some important kills. He could not make it happen. But overall, a very, very impressive map. Very back and forth. It was a great, great map. I wasn't sure what to expect there. It seemed like Inception was just going to sprint away with it there towards the start as they were up 3-1, won 3 rounds in a row. But Furious Steel just found some type of minor tweak or adjustment that helped them just run away with it towards the end. And let's see here. Kaibu, thank you for getting that VOD up on YouTube. Appreciate that, brother. I think it is in the chat. Yes, I think I heard the Discord pop, so should be good. All right, everybody. Let's try to keep the chat. I mean, let's try to not attack other people. That's really not what the purpose of this is. Let's try to keep it as good as possible. IFG Logic, thank you for the host. Appreciate that. As we're up to over 100 followers, I love that. That is beautiful. Everyone that's in here, welcome to XP Champions League Season 2. We have Inception versus Furious Steel. Waiting for an invite here, and then get things rolling for map number 3, potentially a decisive map number 3. And I will get that taken care of here shortly, Kaibo, once we are done here with this series. Yeah, exactly. Like what Solar said, good vibes only, boys. Yeah, Raw Prince, I would love to do that, and if I was streaming from a PC, it's something I'd be able to do, assuming you guys were talking in Discord. I know it's doable. I stream from my Xbox, unfortunately, so until we find somebody who can stream and cast from a PC, then unfortunately we're going to have to be a little bit archaic in how we do things. But for the time being, I would definitely like to do that at some point, because that'd be a lot of fun for sure. Do some listed in action. We got switch teams there. There we go. Morgan, actually, yeah, he just got a PC, so he would definitely be able to. He does solo cast, though, so I'm not sure how well he'd be able to solo cast while also doing the listen-in, but I can definitely touch base with him about it. I know he's super busy with multiple leagues. He helps out with the CCL as well. So that guy is in high demand as far as casting goes. So as much as I would love to have him all the time, I definitely understand he is trying to make a name for himself, and he's doing a great job doing it. So I will definitely shoot him a message after this, though, and see what he can do. Thanks you for the suggestion. Appreciate that. Every time I see the word Malding, I just think of Tim the Tap Man. It just cracks me up whenever he says it. It's Malding, bro. Very good stuff. But we are going to, it looks like a Gunrunner domination. Overall, though, thank you for everyone that is in the chat, keeping things positive. Appreciate that so much. Like I said earlier, my happiest part of switching our structure to orgs only is the chat has been so much more positive overall. I know there's org pride and all that, but let's try to keep it as respectful as possible. I know the Call of Duty community can get kind of toxic at times, but I understand to a point. But let's try to keep it positive. But here we go. We are going to a domination. Both teams are getting their home flags. We actually have Jaren pushing this C flag because he might be able to catch out Darian, who, oh my gosh, he turns and burns on Elixir. What a kill. Jaren's going to respond with one of his own, but B is going to be attempted to be taken by Inception here. Prince finds a couple kills with that AR of his. He's got Mercy kind of pinned. But Mercy's the last one alive here, and that's going to be Furious Steel now with the upper hand towards B. And actually, C might be neutralized? I can't really tell yet. Darian doing his thing once again, making plays happen. Darian and Mercy trying to keep things going for their squad. Darian starting out 4-1. Furious Steel finally does have that A-B setup that you want, as they are looking good so far in this respawn. Something I kind of expect them to continue to play well in. As Inception is going to respond back by getting B themselves, and they have the BC setup. Inception, just like that, we're getting a lot of red in the kill feed. They're trying to slow down these pushes for Furious Steel as they are kind of pinned back in their spawn right now. Gunplay trying to figure out where Zig went. He's going to get taken out regardless. Prince absolutely beans Gunplay as he finishes out a 2-piece. And unfortunately, there is now nobody for Inception towards his B site. AP is going to try to make a play to neutralize. Oh, Supreme's going to take him out from behind. B is going to go in the way of Furious Steel as they keep flip-flopping back and forth. My mouth all of a sudden stopped working there. Not very good. If you've watched me cast before, that happens quite often. I wish it didn't, but it happens when you get old. As Inception's trying to work their way back towards B. So they are going to be able to neutralize it. They cannot get it yet, but they have at least stopped the point bleeding a little bit. As all blue in the kill feed. Mercy's the last one here. He's going to, almost predicted where Zigify was coming from. He does reload. He's trying to get out with his life. He turns it, almost burns Elixir. Personally blue in the kill feed as Furious Steel is going to be able to capture. Nope, not captured yet. Gunplay trying to stop the capture. Yeah, it's going to be a capture for Furious Steel as C is actually neutralized. Working on the capture, and this is getting scary for Inception. Furious Steel making great plays so far. Going to be finished, I believe, momentarily. Yep, there it is. C was captured once again by Inception. And now Furious Steel is trying to grow this lead as AP firing through the smoke. Gets a couple hit markers, gets the kill. He's going to fly out, get the knife kill on Mercy. Impressive play there. The good movement. AP gets stunned. Can he get the kill on Gunplay? Not at the moment. Furious Steel trying to watch this grow 2 minutes before half. The lead is slowly but surely inching its way up. Inception needs to start to get something else going. AP actually watched the player run right by him. He's going to end up getting the kill anyways. Look at the scoreboard here. Gunplay has to pick things up. Gunplay 2-8. Finally get on the kill. Nebula 3-8. They are struggling. Supreme and Darian are playing well. Mercy, you've seen get a couple kills, but you know he can turn around the flip of a switch. Hasn't up. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. You are amazing. Thank you for your support of these players and orgs. As Furious Steel is starting to grow that lead, slowly but surely, it's up to 22 points. Inception was close to neutralizing B, could not get it. B is going to be trained. Elixir making all kind of plays around the point as he's going to try to get out of this life. He will be able to do so with his teammates there to protect him. And this lead just went up to 25. Furious Steel has not taken their foot off of the gas. Gio, thank you for the follow as well. He was one of the main players for Age-Oj in the last matchup. Played great. Sorrow, one of the leading players for the side of X3 Blue. As we do have the lead continuing to grow. Inception hasn't been able to get anything going for like the last 2 minutes. As soon as the side of Furious Steel got A and B the last time, it's just been points continuing to fly up for them. Elixir playing patiently. He's going to find one. He's going to find 2. Can he find a third? He's going to have to reload. Guaranteed to take him out. It's not going to matter much as Furious Steel just has complete control of this map. Prince trying to make plays. Finally running the kill feed with only 8 seconds left in the half. It's not going to matter. Furious Steel is dominating this domination. Redundant, I'm aware. I apologize for not being able to think of another word. And there is a dominant first half for Furious Steel. Oh. What would be Monopoly? The scary chow. Good deal, Gio. Glad you, glad you saw it on Twitch. It's also on YouTube as well, if you prefer watching the VOD on there. Some people prefer that layout and that video player a little bit more. But here we go. Half number 2. Inception needs a nearly flawless half as they are down by, what is that, 37 points. Finally, we get a couple kills for Inception as they're trying to string together a couple waves of kills here. Supreme in a good spot. This Inception is working their way towards this B flag. They are going to be able to get it. Is finally getting some positives out of them. Lead 37 points for Furious Steel, trying to work their way towards a comeback. Supreme doing a good job of playing his life here, just trying to be annoying as Zigify will team kill Elixir. And C's actually going to be neutralized here momentarily. I think he might get shot in the back. He does not. He's not able to finish it. It's very, very close. As A is actually being neutralized. Nope. I almost did it again, and it was actually stopped by the side of Inception as they are slowly but surely chipping away at this lead. I like this setup for Inception. They are finally on the good side here as Darian's going to find one player trying to get a little bit overly aggressive. He's just kind of playing this home flag and being very smart about it. The side of Furious Steel is trying to make their way towards B. Not having any luck thus far as Zigify does fly to make some plays, though, as they are going to swarm B. They do neutralize it. They're going to be able to finish it off here, I believe. And there it is. That's not the flip that Inception wanted. They still have plenty of time to make their wrongs right, but have to do it very soon. Jaren takes out Gunplay. He was just still struggling. 6 and 16. Nebula gets a kill, but gets taken out by a grenade in return. And Furious Steel, I think, is starting to smell blood. Leads back up to 31. Furious Steel is looking for that dagger, and all it really takes is maybe 1 or 2 more waves. Get this clock under 3 minutes, maybe under 2.5, and you should feel very good about what's happening here. As it looks like Furious is trying to spawn camp him, and Inception's trying to find a way out. This is getting very, very scary as it's blue all over the kill feed, and it's not stopping. Just waves and waves of blue, as it looks like one player actually has spawned out for Inception. Now they're going to trade home flags and see who can get the B. Furious Steel is trying to put this game away. Jaren with the movement, with the shot. As this lead continues to grow for Furious Steel, under 2.5 minutes. The lead is up to about 43 points. And it looks like Furious Steel is not looking back. Zigify not doing as well as they did the first map. 11 and 12, but we got KP 23 and 12. Jaren 19 and 13. People picking up the slack. This has just been a rough set of respawn maps for Inception. You've seen Darren play well pretty much throughout the entire series. Mercy played great in the hardpoint, played pretty well in the Search and Destroy as well, but the domination definitely not going his way. Nebula trying to kind of get things going. Supreme's finally having a good map here, having a pretty good domination. But overall, just the waves and waves of talent for Furious Steel and gun skill, just really keeping Inception down. With a minute and a half left here, this is all but done. As Inception's pretty much just playing for pride at this point. And there are definitely positives to take out of this. The hard point wasn't as bad as what it probably could have been. They had a chance toward the end for sure. They looked really good in the Search and Destroy up until at the halfway point where Furious Steel kind of made some tweaks. So there's definitely things to be happy about if you're Inception. You have some very solid players. Gun skill really isn't too much of an issue. You just need to kind of tweak your strategies a little bit as Furious Steel is going for the jugular here, going for a triple cap. Maybe a little bit greedy, but when you're up on this much, it doesn't really matter. It's with about 45 seconds left here. Squads are just trying to help their stats, trying to pad those as much as they can. Overall, though, I hope these two meet in the playoffs again, because this is going to be one of those matchups that I think a couple tweaks to a roster here or there, and both these squads could be very evenly matched moving forward. The Furious Steel is going to move to 2-0 on the season, 6-0 map count. Inception's going to drop to 1-1, 3-3 map count. And Tazin, thanks for the other gifted sub to Solar. Sure he appreciated that. And that's going to be all she wrote. As the clock is going to hit 0. Furious Steel gets the 3-0 win. And I don't want to say dominant fashion because the Search and Destroy was very, very good. The hardpoint was pretty solid overall. But the domination was not overly competitive. The first half was very, very heavily favored for Furious Steel, and then the second half was just kind of snowballed from there, as we do have some love shots there. But GG's to both sides. We saw both have great potential. Furious Steel just seemed like today was definitely their day, came out with a little bit more fire, and got the series win. Overall, though, I want to show some appreciation for everybody in the chat here. I think we had about 100 viewers for a little while, up to 88 right now. Definitely appreciate everyone supporting the league, the orgs, the players. You guys are awesome. Kim, thank you for the subscriptions. Taz, thank you as well for supporting everything. You guys are awesome. And for all the people that were in here supporting their orgs, thank you very much. You guys are great. The participation has been amazing. Thank you for the follows and everything else. To go over what we have coming the rest of the week here, we do have, let's see, I think we have 2 matches tomorrow. No, I'm sorry. We have 3 matches tomorrow. We have Age versus Awoken at 9 Eastern. We have Inception versus M7 at 9:30. So we'll have to kind of see how we can work out this schedule. And then Liberation versus Furious Steel at 8 Eastern tomorrow. So they will kick us off at 8 Eastern, Furious versus Liberation. 2 teams that won't have a loss on their records yet. So we'll see a lot of the teams we saw today going tomorrow. Everyone except for Primal. So that'll be exciting. We have a couple on Thursday as well. I think we have 2 on Thursday. And I'm sure we'll have some this weekend, but I love that everyone's basically getting their matches played. Thank you very much. And then we will have playoffs start next week. So for everyone that was with us tonight, I appreciate you. You guys are amazing. Geo, Awoken is, let me see here. Awoken is 0-2. I think they're a kind of new team. So, but either way, you guys, thank you very much. We will be back with you tomorrow. I assume it'll be me once again to take you home with the series. Hopefully my issues with Modern Warfare are not there anymore. But either way, we will be back with you tomorrow. You guys have a great rest of your evening, and we'll see you tomorrow night.